Cramps happen when blood flow stops in a specific area of the body, preventing cells from getting the oxygen they need. Without oxygen, the cell begins to suffer. This causes intense pain because it's actually degenerating. Basically, that cramping feeling is a sign that blood flow and oxygen supply are being cut off. This causes pain directly in the affected cells. When your cells don't get enough oxygen, it often means, but they don't realize, it could mean something more serious, so you don't miss any new videos. Absorb these ingredients really quickly. It's full of sugar and caffeine, which can start needing more magnesium and potassium energy more slowly, and don't mess with your blood flow. Despite its popularity due to its taste, these blood sugar fluctuations can affect. Is not necessary to eliminate rice from the diet, but they don't realize it could mean something more serious is going on with their blood vessels. What's more, some foods we eat every day can make these symptoms worse. Foods that cause inflammation or have a lot of salt can make your body hold on to water. This can mess with your blood flow and make cramps and numbness more likely. If you want to learn more about how food affects your blood vessels and how to prevent cramps, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Let's take a look at cookies and chocolate. They may seem like simple, tasty treats, but these foods can actually lead to serious blood flow problems, causing cramps and numbness in your hands and feet. We often eat them in our free time or as quick snacks, but their impact on our health can be worrying. Most cookies are loaded with saturated fat, sugar, and refined flour. Our bodies absorb these ingredients really quickly. Eating too much of these things can raise your cholesterol, which builds up in your arteries over time. This buildup makes your blood vessels narrower, making it harder for blood to flow through. This can cause a bunch of health problems. As a result, you might experience cramps and numbness in your legs, especially when your blood flow is already not great. Now, let's talk about chocolate, especially milk chocolate. It's full of sugar and caffeine, which can throw off the balance of electrolytes in your body. Sugar causes your blood sugar levels to spike and then crash, and this can negatively impact your circulation and make cramps more likely. Caffeine also makes you lose water, which just adds to the problem. These foods are designed to be addictive because of all the sugar they contain, which makes it hard to control how much we eat. If you eat them a lot, your body might start needing more magnesium and potassium to make up for what's missing. This can also trigger muscle cramps and that persistent numbness in your hands and feet. Luckily, there are healthier options out there. Instead of regular cookies, go for whole grain or homemade ones made with nutritious ingredients like oatmeal or almond flour. This can help prevent circulation problems. Plus, whole grain cookies give you energy more slowly and don't mess with your blood flow as much. When it comes to chocolate, choose dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao. This type of chocolate is low in sugar and packed with antioxidants, which are good for your blood vessels and help your blood flow better. White rice. White rice is a food that many people eat without fully understanding its harmful effects on health, especially when it comes to blood circulation. Despite its popularity due to its taste and convenience, white rice has negative impacts that go beyond what is commonly recognized. Its refining process removes most of the essential nutrients, including fiber, B vitamins, and minerals, leaving a product with a high glycemic index. This means that white rice is quickly digested and absorbed by the body, causing blood sugar spikes, followed by sudden drops. These blood sugar fluctuations can affect circulation, causing cramps, numbness, and tingling. With continued use, white rice can damage blood vessels and impair blood flow, aggravating further circulatory problems. A useful analogy is to compare the body to a car. While white rice can be considered a low-quality fuel that initially provides energy, in the long run, it overloads the body's engine. However, it is not necessary to eliminate rice from the diet. There are healthier alternatives that contribute to better blood circulation and stabilization of glucose levels. For instance, brown rice is an excellent magnesium and iron. Quinoa also has the negative effects completely. This technique blood circulation. Butter. Butter is causing plaque buildup in your arteries. This build time. Luckily, you don't have to complete small changes in your diet and steady digestion. Another healthy swap is quinoa. It's packed with protein, fiber, and minerals like magnesium and iron. Quinoa also has a low glycemic index and is full of antioxidants that fight aging and inflammation, which keeps your blood vessels healthy. If you really like white rice and want to eat it sometimes, there's a neat trick. Soak it in warm water for a few hours before cooking. This lowers the starch content, making it easier to digest and lessening its impact on your blood sugar levels. While it doesn't erase the negative effects completely, this technique helps minimize how white rice affects your health. Swapping white rice with more nutritious choices like brown rice and quinoa, or using simple tricks to reduce white rice's impact, can improve blood flow and lessen cramps and numbness in your legs. Adding low glycemic and fiber-rich foods to your diet helps you feel better overall and supports healthy blood circulation. Butter. Butter is loved for its rich flavor and how easy it is to use in the kitchen. This makes it a common ingredient in many dishes, from breakfast to fancy meals. However, not many people know that its high saturated fat content can really hurt blood circulation, increasing the risk of problems like numbness and cramps. These fats raise the levels of LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol in your blood, causing plaque buildup in your arteries. This buildup makes it hard for blood to flow properly. When circulation is bad, blood has a tough time carrying oxygen and nutrients to your tissues, especially your legs, which are farthest from your heart. That's why you might feel numbness, tingling, or muscle cramps, especially after standing or sitting for a long time. Also, eating too much butter can lead to heart disease, high blood pressure, and a higher risk of blood clots over time. Luckily, you don't have to completely cut out butter. Just eating less of it can bring many benefits. A healthy alternative is olive oil. It's full of monounsaturated fats that are good for your heart and don't have the negative effects of saturated fats. Also, adding foods rich in omega-3s like chia seeds, walnuts, and flax seeds can improve blood circulation, reduce inflammation, and make you healthier overall. Small changes in your diet can make a huge difference in the health of your legs and your entire circulatory system. For 58 seconds, chocolate. But the downsides are bigger than you might think. Numbness and tingling in your limbs. There are healthier options that support good circulation. With a low glycemic index and lots of practice can help minimize them. To sum it up, white rice. White rice is everywhere, and many people don't realize how bad it can be for their health, especially for their circulation. It might taste good and be easy to cook, but the downsides are bigger than you might think. The refining process strips away most of the good stuff, like fiber, B vitamins, and minerals, leaving behind a grain with a high glycemic index. This means it's digested quickly and enters your bloodstream fast, causing your blood sugar to spike and then crash. These ups and downs in your blood sugar can directly affect your circulation, leading to cramps, numbness, and tingling in your limbs. Over time, eating too much white rice can damage your blood vessels and make it hard for blood to flow properly, leading to serious circulation problems. Think of it this way: your body is like a car. White rice is like low-quality fuel. It might give you a quick burst of energy, but in the long run, it strains your engine and causes damage. But you don't have to cut it out completely. There are healthier options that support good circulation and keep your blood sugar stable. For example, brown rice still has its bran and germ, which provide more fiber, vitamins, and minerals that are essential for your well-being. With its lower glycemic index, it helps prevent those blood sugar spikes, promoting slower and more balanced digestion. Another great choice is quinoa, which is full of protein, fiber, and minerals like magnesium and iron. With a low glycemic index and lots of antioxidants, it helps fight cell damage and inflammation, keeping your blood vessels healthy. If you do choose to eat white rice every now and then, a helpful tip is to soak it in warm water for a few hours before cooking. This quick process reduces the starch content, making it easier to digest and lessening the impact on your blood sugar levels. While it doesn't completely erase the negative effects, this practice can help minimize them. To sum it up, switching out white rice for more nutritious options like brown rice or quinoa, or using simple strategies to lessen its impact can improve your circulation and reduce symptoms like leg cramps and numbness. Including low glycemic and fiber-rich foods in your diet is an effective way to improve your overall health and maintain good blood flow. Butter is loved for its creamy taste. It's harder for blood to carry oxygen, and less can be really good for you. Olive oil is the system. 1. White. Our bodies quickly absorb these sugars, further reducing blood flow and increasing the risk to change easier and makes your meal even healthy. Hands and feet, especially our legs. This can clog arteries, making it hard for blood to flow well. When blood flow is bad, it's harder for blood to carry oxygen and important nutrients to the body, especially to the legs because they are far from the heart. This often leads to numbness, tingling, and cramps, especially after standing or sitting for a long time. Also, eating too much butter can increase the risk of heart problems over time, like high blood pressure and blood clots. Luckily, you don't have to give up butter completely. Just eating less can be really good for you. Olive oil is a great choice because it has monounsaturated fats, which are good for your heart and don't have the bad effects of saturated fats. Also, adding foods rich in omega-3s like chia seeds, walnuts, and flax seeds can improve blood flow, reduce inflammation, and make you healthier overall. Small changes in what you eat can make a big difference for your leg health and your entire circulatory system. 1. White bread. White bread is everywhere. We eat it for breakfast, lunch, and even at parties. It's soft and tasty, but not many people know that it can be bad for blood flow and leg health. This is mostly because of what it's made of: refined flour. When flour is refined, it loses most of its fiber, vitamins, and minerals. This leaves it full of simple carbs. Our bodies quickly absorb these sugars, causing spikes in blood sugar followed by crashes. This messes with our energy levels, making us tired and affecting blood flow, especially to our legs and feet. This increases the risk of leg cramps and numbness. These are often ignored, but can be signs of blood flow problems. Eating too much white bread can also cause plaque and fat buildup in the arteries, further reducing blood flow and increasing the risk of heart problems. This is especially worrisome for those prone to circulation issues, like varicose veins or restless leg syndrome. If you find it hard to completely give up white bread, try slowly adding whole wheat bread to your diet. A good tip is to pair it with healthy and delicious foods like olive oil, chopped tomatoes, avocado, or low-fat cheese. This makes the change easier and makes your meal even healthier. 1. Coffee and tea. Coffee and tea are super popular, especially in the morning. Coffee gives us energy and helps us focus, while tea helps us relax. But did you know that these drinks can also cause numbness, leg cramps, and blood flow problems? The caffeine in these drinks makes our blood vessels smaller, which reduces blood flow to our hands and feet, especially our legs. Caffeine also makes us lose water quickly, increasing the risk of cramps. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a painful leg cramp, think about how much coffee or tea you had that day. Even though they give us a boost and are part of our routine, it's important to consider if they're secretly harming our legs. Caffeine can stay in our system for up to 6 hours, meaning even an afternoon cup can affect our circulation at night. Tuna. Tuna is While tuna is enjoyed for its convenience and pleasant, helpful to cut back. Luckily, there are improving blood circulation and preventing openly about. But is it really worth ignoring? Has raised public awareness about the important contamination. Mercury is a heavy metal that, when it builds up in the body, can narrow blood vessels. This reduces blood flow and causes problems like tingling, numbness, and pain in the limbs. While tuna is enjoyed for its convenience and pleasant taste, eating it in large amounts can be a problem. This is especially true for canned tuna, which can contain harmful preservatives and additives. The risk increases if you eat tuna with other processed foods. This can lead to nutritional deficiencies and more negative effects on your circulation. If you often have cramps or numbness in your legs and regularly eat tuna, it might be helpful to cut back. Luckily, there are safer and more nutritious choices. Fish, like salmon, herring, and sardines, are full of omega-3s, which are good for your circulation and heart health. Also, adding foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and leafy green vegetables to your diet can help keep your potassium and magnesium levels balanced. This can prevent cramps and improve muscle function. Improving blood circulation and preventing muscle cramps can be easier than you think, as long as you pay attention to what you eat. Have you ever wondered if many of the foods we consider harmless could actually be responsible for nighttime cramps and that feeling of numbness in your legs? If we're not careful, these symptoms can turn into more serious problems, affecting our circulation and harming our vascular health. A risk that doctors often don't talk openly about. But is it really worth ignoring the signals our body sends us? Can we allow the problem to worsen just because we lack information? Small changes in our diet can make a big difference, preventing future complications and ensuring a better quality of life. Before we finish, I want to express my gratitude to specialist Frank Suarez, whose dedication to studying the relationship between food and health has raised public awareness about the importance of food choices for our well-being. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on other valuable information. Together, we can help more people discover the hidden risks of certain foods and make healthier choices every day. Take care of your diet and start prioritizing your health today.